Hello, hello, and welcome to the Rock Metal Podcast. I am your host, John Harris, and on my right-hand side is my right-hand man, Gabriel.
As I watch them fall there in My Inferno.
Boom, as I watch them fall in My Inferno. I don't know if you guys intended for that to be a complete sentence, but boom, there it is.
Today yes, and you're the first to notice that.
Beautiful.
So congratulations. Yeah.
Beautiful. Today on the Rock Metal Podcast, we have Mud Factory, and they have a new album called The Sins of Our Fathers, which was released late 2020. If I remember correctly, it's like November or December anyway, of 2020, via Wormholedeath Records. And true story, I recorded 9 episodes today. You are number 9, Vanja, and third Wormholedeath label mate today.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, thanks, mister.
You had a long day.
I did have a long, yeah. And now I get to go to work and do what pays the bills. It's a long day.
Yeah.
So, Vanja, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. You are welcome, sir. What was it? Hold on. Gadovi. No, not Gadovi. That's something else. Your welcome was Nema na čemu.
Nema na čemu, da.
Nema na čemu. Beautiful. In Russian, it would be ni za šta. So very similar.
I mean, it sounds
I
like
actually
I'm the
don't know
star.
anything about Russian, but people think that we can understand Russians and vice versa.
I have made that mistake myself, Vanja.
Yeah, but that's not a very that is a very common thing to do.
Yeah,
a lot of people because it sounds. I guess when you don't know the language, it sounds similar. I guess.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had to learn that it's a completely different region. It's Baltic. So
yeah,
completely different region. Now, the sins of our fathers, which I think is very relevant right now.
Yeah.
What is this album about, though?
I can only try to say that in my own words because I think our vocalist would have a better explanation. But let's say it's all of our frustrations in life taken in one little spot and expressed through different lyrics, which sometimes feel only like rage, and they all deserve to die and something like that.
What?
But if you read them a little bit, more careful, it has a little bit of private things in it and something like that.
Well, yeah, some of the song titles. I mean, they all deserve to die.
Yeah.
What?
All shall be erased.
Yeah. But actually, some of those songs, like, for example, "They All Deserve to Die" is a quite intimate and heavy song. So I guess it's written from how to say it. It's a fictional perspective. Where our singer is like a god in his own story, and he tells it from his point, from that point. So it has a lot of different, and I think maybe on the next album there will be something totally different. This was a thing for this album, and it like united all of the songs in one, let's say, concept. It's not totally conceptual, but it has a lot of connections.
Okay. That was going to be my next question is it a concept album? But you just said that it's not entirely, but there's some...
Yeah. It has a concept, but, when you make songs like we did, we made all of those songs in like 5 years times. It cannot be fully conceptual if you make one song 5 years ago and one today. So that is the reason why I say it's not totally conceptual, but it still has a story that goes throughout the album, which our singer Stefan wrote, and he's totally in charge of lyrics. So that was his own idea, and I'm very glad that you know those song titles which you can read like in a sentence. It's not totally like that, but but we still wanted to do that, and no, there was only a few people who told us that. So I'm glad you know this.
Cool. Something else you mentioned was some of the songs were written 5 years ago. Some of the songs were written more recently. And what I see on Bandcamp anyway is the last release was 5 years ago. That's a long time. What happened, Vanja? What happened?
Yeah, that was a very, very long time. But it's maybe a good introduction for our story because it will tell you a little bit more about us. I actually live in Pančevo. Pančevo is near Belgrade, near the capital of Serbia, and it's like in a little bit northern. And the rest of the band is from Vranje. Vranje is in the southest city in Serbia. So we have like 400 kilometers between each other. So that's one thing which was hard to cope with. But we found each other on a gig where I was supposed to replace their first drummer for only one gig, and then we all we became friends, and we started writing that album together. But it was very slow because I was still studying. The rest of the band had its own private things, and 400 kilometers between each other. So and we had a lot of ambitions, like to write it slowly, not to hurry things up. We wanted to do mixing and mastering somewhere outside of Serbia, and we succeeded in that. But it took a long time for us, first of all, to collect the money for all of that. I think this album is probably the most expensive Serbian metal album maybe ever. So yeah, I'm not kidding at all. Because we knew that we just wanted to try touring and going to other countries to show what we got, and unfortunately this coronavirus and stuff stopped us in that plan. But I'm glad we still released that album, and I hope we will be able to go and play live soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and part of that mixing and mastering, for those who don't know, sounds like anyway, the mixing and mastering was done at Studio Fredman, which would be Fredrik Nordstrom's studio.
Hey, Fredrik Nordstrom.
Yeah, Fredrik Nordstrom. So
yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did the mixing and mastering.
Which, sure, pricey, I bet. Why did you guys want Freddie?
Yeah, it was pricey for us, of course, but it was we were very satisfied with the product, and we were very satisfied to go to Sweden and meet him. And I'm a big fan of architects. For example, he did a lot of famous things before architects, a lot of great bands, but they're my example because I used to watch a lot of their videos, and they're a big inspiration for me. So it was very weird to sit here and watch a video from that studio, thinking about, wow, that must be something which we'll never do, and then going there to do our album. So it was very interesting experience. it was worth the money, definitely. And we will do it again. That's for sure.
That was my next question, Vanya. Would you do it again?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. What was now? Obviously, you mentioned that you like his work. That was kind of my question. Did you think that he was going to give you something in particular? Like, were you expecting a sound based on his previous work that you were hoping to sound like, or were you surprised when you started receiving the tracks back?
Yeah, actually, we went there. We could do it all like online, but we wanted to go there. So me and the bassist and the guitarist, we all went to Göteborg, and we did it with him. So you know, when we have like a idea in our band, which we followed throughout the years, and that's to choose like good people to work with, and then not let them work, let them do their thing. So that was our idea with Fredrik as well. I listened to a lot of music that he produced, and it all sounded very, very good, and definitely not the same. You have a lot of different things that he did. Like I listened to At the Gates a lot in a couple of last days, and it all sounds great. In these last albums and these albums that were made like 25 years ago, and it's totally different, but everything, all of it is very, very good. So we just, we had trust in his work, and we let him do his thing. I didn't know how it will come out in the end, and I must say that we were quite shocked with everything that happened. So it took us like a month to digest everything, to see, to say, yeah, we were very, very satisfied with this. Because it's very weird when you listen to your songs throughout all day, so you notice all the details and stuff, and you don't have the big picture. So when time passed by, we saw why did we choose to go to Sweden, and it was definitely a good decision.
I agree. Speaking of other good decisions, Wormholedeath is a good decision.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely have to get
So,
that label.
Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay. You're probably going to answer the question I'm about to ask, which is,
That's right.
how did you get onto Wormholedeath? How did they get involved?
When we came to Gothenburg, Sweden, first night we came there, it was very late, and we were very hungry, and we just opened the fridge and started eating something from the fridge. Next morning, we had some guys enter there and searching for their food, and that was the moment we met Chugger. Chugger is also a band on Wormholedeath. Yeah.
No, you ate Chugger's food?
And Chugger was there recording their last album.
Yeah.
We should go to Chugger's
Which is very good, by the way. And you can also hear it on Wormholedeath and on YouTube. And we just talked with them, and we told them that we also want to try to find a label which is not Serbian, obviously, and try to to distribute our music outside of Balkan. And they told us about Wormholedeath, and like 2 months after that, I just remembered all of that and sent an email to Carlo, and it all got together in the end.
And it all got together in the end. And Natasha as well.
Yeah, I'm very sorry that since we made a contract with them, we couldn't go there to Italy, or we couldn't meet somewhere. I would really like to meet all of the guys sometimes. Yeah, it's a little bit weird like this online. I don't like online friendships. I don't like online gigs and stuff like that. I do live in this real world a lot, and now it was a really. I think we had a hard time learning how to live online and how to do some things without seeing people. Yeah.
I can't believe you ate Chugger's food.
Chuggered one day.
Yeah, we've had Chugger on 2 or 3 times. I know Chugger from before they were on Wormholedeath, and they were with King Art Management out of Sweden.
Yeah.
And then they signed to Wormholedeath. So as soon as you said Chugger, I know exactly who they are. I've had them on several times. Great guys. And you ate their food. You should feel ashamed.
Yeah, we bought it day later. Yeah, but they were very, very good companions.
Yeah.
I don't
even.
He's
Sramota.
He's in for Sramota right
Stiditje se. Okay. Now we have a music video for As I Watch Them Fall, which is a killer music video. You guys look young and muscular and well hung.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Things are on fire. There are mannequins in places. Your singer looks crazy. He looks like he belongs in Rammstein. Like, he looks crazy.
He loves Rammstein, and he is crazy. And I hope you will see that live sometimes. Yeah. That's a lot more crazy than in the video.
Okay. Well, take us through this music video. Is this someplace, like in the neighborhood that, you guys picked and shot the video, or how does this work out?
Yeah, actually, it's a place in Niš. Our guitar player lives there right now, and we just searched for some places to record the video. We knew that we wanted our first video to be like a video of us playing. You know what I mean? There is no there is no story in a video, like actors and stuff like that, and like dramatic story. So we just wanted a big place where we can record us getting things on fire, I guess.
Yeah, with your crazy singer doing his crazy things.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, I would love to see like Chugger versus your singer, and then like Chugger's like, "You ate our food," and the singer's like, "Yeah, well, come at me, bro," and then
and then you guys have like a mashup.
I know, and then somebody in the back, some old.
We had a deal to play together sometimes, and I hope that will happen in future.
Yeah, I also hope that. How did you otherwise like Sweden? Was Sweden good?
Yeah, it was. It was great. I loved Gothenburg. We all did. It is. We're our nature is very different from theirs, I think. But I loved it that all people there are very cool about things, and they don't upset like we do. We yell all the time, we curse all the time, But we are very hot-blooded here in Serbia. So it was quite different there, and the city is beautiful. I just thought that I would love to come back there to have a gig sometimes. The only thing that is left for us to do there is to party a little more. But yeah, we barely had enough money to go there and stuff, and we spent a lot on albums. So that was like our last spending before our album is released. So we were like on a low budget travel, but it was very, very nice, and we loved hanging out with Fredrik. I think we learned something. Not something, we learned a lot. I think we will be more professional and like more have more specific goals in the future because of some things that we talked with him there.
Cool. All right. We chatted about Fredrik Nordstrom, signing to Wormholedeath, As I Watched Them Fall, the music video for As I Watched Them Fall. We chatted about the sins of our fathers. We chatted about Serbian words. We chatted about what else we chatted about? Eating another band's food. Stidice or whatever it was. Shame on you. So that
yeah, you're very good with Serbian, obviously. I think you could learn it very quickly.
Hvala vam. That concludes all my questions. So thank you, Vanja, for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast today.
I just want to say that we will have a video or two very soon. Like next week, I'm going to Niš again to record a new video. And we'll see what are the impressions
cool.
of the audience.
All right. Thank you. Go ahead and hit stop, sweetie.